You want a PC that edits fast, gains smoothly, and doesn't sound like a hairdryer, right? We've all been there. You're trying to focus on a tricky edit or get immersed in a game, and all you can hear is WHE. It completely ruins the vibe. Well, what if I told you that silence and performance aren't mutually exclusive? In this video, we're going to design the perfect quiet creator rig for 2025. We'll cover everything from picking the right GPU and power supply to choosing the best case, cooling, and even fine-tuning your fan curves for near-silent operation. By the end, you'll have a blueprint for a powerful machine that stays whisper quiet, even when you're pushing it hard. Let's build a PC that lets you hear what actually matters. First things first, let's define what this rig absolutely needs to do. Are you a streamer who also edits 4K footage? Or are you mainly focused on 1440p gaming with some light content creation on the side? Maybe you're doing all the above. Your primary workload is the most important factor because it dictates how powerful your CPU and GPU need to be. This decision directly impacts your budget and, more importantly, how much you should invest in making it quiet. A rig for 1080p gaming and basic editing has a much lower heat output than a 4000 editing and streaming beast. So, take a moment and think, what are my non-negotiable tasks? Knowing this will guide every single component choice we make from here on out. Now, let's talk about the heart of your machine, the CPU and GPU. For a creator rig, this is all about balance. It's so tempting to just throw all your money at the most powerful graphics card you can find, but that's a classic mistake. If your CPU can't keep up, your editing timeline will feel sluggish. And you'll hit bottlenecks in games, no matter how great your GPU is. So, what's the magic formula? You want a modern multi-core CPU that also has strong single-thread performance. This helps with both rendering and snappy responsiveness in your software. Pair that with a GPU that can comfortably handle your target resolution and video codecs without being maxed out all the time. When both your CPU and GPU are working together efficiently, neither one has to work so hard that its fans need to scream for help. That balance is the secret to a smooth and quiet experience. Next up is the silent hero of every quiet PC build, the power supply, or PSU. This is a component that's easy to overlook, but a cheap, noisy PSU can ruin an otherwise silent build. Don't skimp here. The key is to look for three things: a reputable brand, an 80+ gold efficiency rating or better, and enough wattage to handle your components with some extra headroom. Why is this so important? A high-quality, efficient power supply generates less waste heat. This means its own fan doesn't have to work as hard. Many premium PSUs even have a semi-passive mode where a fan doesn't spin at all during light tasks like browsing or writing scripts. It will only gently spin up when you're rendering a video or in a heavy gaming session. Investing in a good PSU is investing in a solid, quiet foundation for your entire system. All right, let's talk about the house for all your components, the case. Your case choice has a massive impact on both cooling performance and noise levels. It's a delicate balance. You might see cases marketed as silent with solid front panels and lots of foam, but be careful, many of these actually choke off airflow. If fresh, cool air can't get in, your components get hotter and your fans have to spin faster and louder to compensate. Often, a better choice is a high airflow case with a mesh front panel, good dust filters, and plenty of room for larger, slower spinning fans. Some of the best designs combine great airflow with strategically placed sound dampening panels. The goal isn't to trap sound, but to allow for such efficient cooling that your fans rarely need to get loud in the first place. Good airflow is the key to a quiet system. Now we get to the components that actually make the noise, your coolers and case fans. This is where you can really define the noise floor of your PC. For your CPU, you can't go wrong with either a large, high-quality tower air cooler or a premium all-in-one liquid cooler. Both can offer fantastic cooling with minimal noise if you get a good model. For your case fans, the strategy is simple. Bigger is better and more is better. Instead of using 2 small fans running at high speed, it's much quieter to use 3 or 4 larger, 120 or 140 millimeter fans running slowly. Look for fans specifically known for having a low noise profile at medium RPMs. The goal is to create a gentle, consistent flow of air through the case, not a wind tunnel. This low and slow approach will keep your components cool without you ever having to hear them. Let's move on to storage, because yes, even your drives can affect how quiet your PC is. The rule here is simple. Use NVMe SSDs for everything you can. Your operating system, your applications, your active video projects, and your most played games should all live on a fast NVMe drive. The reason is obvious. They have no moving parts. This means they are completely silent and incredibly fast, so you won't hear that classic hard drive chattering sound while you re-scrubbing through a 4K timeline or loading into a new game level. If you need a massive amount of storage for archiving old projects or media, it's fine to use a large mechanical hard drive, but treat it as a cold storage archive. Set it up in your system as power settings to spin down and turn off when it's not being actively accessed. This way, you get the huge capacity when you need it, but it stays silent the other 99% of the time. Finally, we've arrived at the last 10% of the build, the final tuning that takes a PC from pretty quiet to is this thing on. This is all about fan curves and vibration dampen. Instead of letting your motherboard control your fans with aggressive, jerky steps, go into your BIOS or use fan control software. Here, you can create custom, smooth fan curves. This tells your fans to ramp up gently and gradually as temperatures rise, rather than suddenly jumping from idle to 100%. It makes a huge difference to the perceived noise. Also, think about vibration. Your fans and hard drive can transfer tiny vibrations into your case, creating a low, annoying hum. Use rubber grommets or anti-vibration mounts for your case fans and hard drive trays. These small, cheap additions can absorb those vibrations and eliminate that background noise. Once you're done, run a stress test. Fire up a demanding game or start a big video render. Lean in and listen. If the loudest sound you can hear is the clicking of your own keyboard, congratulations, you've nailed it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this guide helped you build the quiet, powerful creator rig of your dreams. If you found this useful, a like would be amazing, and consider subscribing for more content like this. Let me know in the comments what your dream quiet build looks like. See you in the next one.